Boyd from Coldbreak here. I'm going to show you how to replace your regulator on your ColdOne. Shit happens, and shit happened here, so we're going to fix it. It's pretty straightforward. Let's go over quickly what comes in the kit. Obviously, the most important part is the replacement regulator. These are all tested at our shop. 2 Allen wrenches, aka hex wrenches. Your regulator might come with button head screws on it. It might come with socket head cap screws on it. Good segue into what a socket head cap screw is. You can see the head is a little thicker than potentially what you might have on there. You will also get 2 hose clamps. One is a worm style hose clamp, like an adjustable, removable clamp. I'm not a huge fan of those. I like more of a semi-permanent fixture, which is an Odeker or step clamp, which is what comes on it when you buy it. And that's what we're going to replace it with today, using this Odeker tool, which is available on our website or at any hardware store for the most part. You'll also get tubing cutters, which you can keep to cut tubing for the rest of your life. Can you imagine? Like, look at. We're going to start by removing this hose clamp. If it's not spun to where you can reach it, just use these pliers and you'll be able to spin that just enough to get that ear right there to be accessible. Then you want to grab the back side of the pinch and the front side of that ear and just give it a little squeeze, and you'll see it start to give. And then you'll create a place that you can grab onto just the ear. Watch your fingers. There. Just like that. Got that exposed. The clamp is off. Now you'll want to just pop this blue tubing off, like so. Give it a snip with the guillotine, aka hose cutters. I like to cut it as close to the end as I can, because you can't make the hose any longer, right? Snip that off. If you zoom in here, you'll see what I was talking about as far as button heads go, and we will start with the 3/32 Allen wrench to remove these button head screws. This might be a little bit of a pain in the butt. They are Loctited in. I don't know if that's a verb, but we put Loctite on them in the shop so they don't vibrate loose in shipping. So they might give you a little bit tight at first. It's not that bad. I gotta quit saying these brand names until we start getting paid for it. Thread locker. Let's call it thread locker. So you'll want to be careful when you're doing this not to strip the hex head on your button head. There we go. Got the old one off. We are going to replace those button head screws with the socket head screws, which are significantly thicker heads, and they've got a bigger receiver for a larger Allen wrench, which will limit the risk of stripping. There's a little bit of thread locker on there. That's totally fine. You can clean it off if you want. I'm not going to, because I don't feel like it. So we've got our new regulator. It's got the 4 holes on it, and we're going to use the socket head cap screws this time. Throw those button heads in the recycling. This might be a little painstaking as well. We're just going to line that up and get one screw started. Nice thing about these socket heads is they have a thicker head, so you can actually grab onto it with your fingers. Makes things a little bit easier. So I actually ended up pulling the lid pins out of this so I could remove the lid. Made it a little bit easier to get to the screws on the regulator, because I will admit it's a bit of a struggle. But we got it. I'm just going to tighten these up the rest of the way. Not going to make them super tight. There's a lot of fine threads in here and small castings that we don't want to crack. So just snug enough, you don't have to worry about it running away. Grab your step clamp crimpers if you've got them. Put this on the hose, leave about 1/8 inch to 3/16 of an inch exposed, like so. Can you see that? Then we're gonna slide that back on there. Then you just grab onto these ears right here. Make sure you pass the first step on the barb after the taper. Grab onto the ears. Easier said than done. And squeeze and crimp, and we're good. We are done. Just like that, we got it replaced. Should be good to go moving forward. If you have any questions, reach out to support@coldbreakusa.com. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, all the social media platforms at ColdbreakUSA. That's all I got. Let's get some cocktails going. It's not the easiest process, but have you ever changed the alternator on an 86 GMC Jimmy? Actually, that was pretty easy. You ever changed the starter on a 1998 Dodge Intrepid? You ever replaced the headlight on a 2015 GMC Sierra? This is way easier than that. Son of a bitch.